You trying to have a positive mindset about something, yet life seems tough, or emotionally you just keep bouncing back to maybe an anxious, angry, sad state. Well, today I'm going to talk about why just having that surface level positive mindset is not enough. Welcome back to the Men's Mental Health and Growth podcast today. So, I want to talk about this, and this is just again in my view and what's worked for me and what I've observed, and really sharing a perception on this. So, I've been there many, many times where I've been like, things have gone against me, and I'm like, I'm thinking positive, I'm going to think positive, even though I'm feeling rubbish inside. And like, then just things continue to be like tough. Like, of course, there is taking action, like sitting around doing nothing on a tough situation. It's not going to help it. Now, of course, there are times when I need to feel my emotions and sit with them as well, right? And I'm a big advocate for that. The thing is, what I see with a lot of people is they're like, "Oh, this happened, or I'm having a trouble with a relationship with that person, any kind of relationship. This is tough, or that's gone." And then they're just like really miserable about what's going on. And that's because I don't believe a positive, high level mindset is enough. Now, I'm not saying don't have a positive mindset, 100% over a negative mindset. Yeah, it's a starting point. But what I've noticed for me and what I know to be true in me is the energy and the psychology inside me. And how's that different to mindset? Well, mindset is like, right, you got a good attitude, you're going to go and you're thinking about this, you want that. Great, amazing. You need that to get going. But if you've got like energy in you, and our body carries a lot of emotions, if you're not looking after your body, if you're kind of like a fight or flight response from a lot of trauma or a lot of experiences, and we all go through different types of trauma, then that's going to override that mind if you don't address it, if you don't sit with it. Psychology also. So psychology, for me, I like this from a mentor, is the ongoing thought processes consciously and subconsciously that are going on in our head. And therefore, a lot of these can be deep. These can be beliefs and things we're not even aware of until we bring them to the surface. And that's going to overcome this kind of like positive mindset if that is negative. If we've picked up harsh experience we've forgotten about, it's going to be negative. So for me, it's really important that I do things like breath work, body practices to really go into the body and just the mind. And when I start clearing out some emotions, it can involve crying, screaming into pillows, shaking my body to let out those emotions. That's when I feel a lot more free and I come back to that natural state of love, of peace, of trust. And also, when I started to actually recognize what are the words and pictures that I'm regularly using. Like if I'm saying, "Oh, things are going to be great," but I'm constantly thinking about something bad that's happened to me or a situation that could go wrong, then like I'm not going to feel great, even if I'm saying a few good things. But when I start intentionally scheduling in 5 times a day, saying powerful words to myself, and then thinking about what I want and things going great, I've noticed a huge change in my psychology, which also impacts my energy. And then I started noticing results coming in my life, things picking up. It doesn't mean everything's going to be positive, but it means that I can certainly deal with the challenges a lot better. And this is just a thing I see. Like, yeah, mindset's really, really important. But what's more important for me is the energy and psychology, because that'll feed the mindset as well. So if you're just like having this surface level, I'm going to think positive, and like you've not gone into the root cause, you've not gone deep, you've not sat with yourself, I would suggest getting some support in that, getting a coach who knows what they're talking about to really guide you through some of this, because it's really done me good in my life. And it doesn't mean I'm happy all the time. No, I'm definitely not. But I mean, like I can come back to a resourceful, a peaceful, a more calm, more enjoyable state than I used to, when I would just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to work hard and hustle for everything. And I'm going to have a positive attitude, when actually I've got all these deep rooted beliefs, these wounds in me, emotional wounds that I've not gone into my body and worked through, right? So that's what I really want to share with you today. That a positive mindset alone is great, is great to start with, but alone it is not going to be sustainable if you've got a body that is just like carried with negative emotions. So that's what I wanted to share for you today. And remember to leave with your heart and not with fear.